Hello, welcome to Beth Roars, where we look at your favourite singers to find out what makes them them. Before we start, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. My handle is @BethRoars and I hold loads of votes on my Instagram so you guys can vote on who I react to. Also, please do check out my Patreon, which is patreon.com/BethRoars, where you can get some more exclusive content, you can get early access to my podcast, and you can also find out a little bit more about my scholarship fund for aspiring artists. Now, at the moment, all my reactions are based on my podcast, and this one relates to the episode with Sinead O'Connor, who cites Bob Dylan as one of the greatest singers. Bob Dylan definitely has an interesting voice and has some of the most poetic lyrics ever, and I'm interested to have a listen with my vocal coach ears on.
Please play a song for me.
Okay, before I start singing, one of the things that Bob Dylan said is he actually started in rock and roll, which is really interesting because you just don't associate him with that at all. But then he felt that it wasn't serious enough, that he couldn't really express what he wanted to express, so he went into folk. And now he has written some amazing songs with beautiful lyrics that really reflect, this sounds cheesy, but the truth in life.
Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me.
So distinct.
I'm not sleepy and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come following you.
It's so foreplay, so nasal, and this style a lot of people try and emulate it, but it does not work for everyone. It really works for him. It has that distinct, it cuts through, you really can hear every single word. It has that clarity. However, trying to emulate that sound, if that's not your natural tone, can lead to squeeze, and I just say this all the time. It's just owning who you are, and if you have an unusual tone like this, it's not a bad thing. It is part of you. Own it, and then sometimes, someone will find that beautiful.
Though I know that evening's empire has returned,
Sliding down a lot.
vanished from my hand,
Vanished.
left me blindly here to stand, but still not sleeping.
So he goes through these vowels a lot. Stand. So it kind of goes all the way around the vowel and then closes halfway through. It's part of this kind of legato. He plays around with smooth slides and then strong consonants, which you get this clarity of diction. Now for him, of course, his lyrics are so important, so you need to hear every single word.
My weariness amazes me.
Closing
I
it.
am
Interesting.
branded on my feet. I have no one to meet, and the ancient empty streets too dead for dreaming.
It's almost as if he's just saying it.
Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy, and there is no place I'm going to.
Okay, so a lot of people forget that when they sing, it's actually just an extension of your speaking voice. And a lot of the time we try and do something completely different, but we're so resonant and able to express when we speak. So if you're struggling with finding resonance or tone, think, do I normally get this tone in my speaking voice? And if I do, how can I keep that feeling going through my singing voice? You can hear how he speaks and how he sings. It's very, very similar.
Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I'll come following you. Take me on a trip upon your
Wow.
magic swirling ship. My senses have been stripped. My hands can't feel to grip. My toes too numb to step. Wait only for my boot heels to be won.
He's not doing much, but I think it's that clarity.
I'm ready to go anywhere. I'm ready for to fade into
You just want to
my
listen to
own
every
parade.
word.
Cast your dance and spill my way. I
Ah,
promise to go
slide.
under it.
So I'm not a lyrics person, but this is making me listen to everything, and I'm like, oh gosh, what's going on here? What are the lyrics trying to portray? And as someone who very much listens to like the feelings and the emotions within songs rather than the words, but he does have a really great way of delivering that really draws you in. I think it is that clarity of tone.
Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In the jingle jangle morning, I come following.
Follow. So he's going to a lot of open R vowels. He has like quite a lot of treble in his voice, which echoes the harmonica. It's like they're one and the same.
And take me disappearing through the smoke rings of my mind, down the foggy ruins of time.
He never
Past
loses
the
that chord
frozen
closure or
leaves,
that
the
tone.
haunted, frightened trees, out to the windy beach, far from the twisted reach of crazy sorrow. Yes, to dance beneath a diamond sky with one hand waving
Beautiful,
free,
eh?
silhouetted by the sea, circled by the circus sands, with all memory and fate driven deep beneath the waves. Let me forget about today until tomorrow. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me.
I just feel like I have to sit and listen.
Jingle morning, I'll come following.
He doesn't have a big voice, or he doesn't even use huge expression in his voice, but his lyrics and his clarity mean that you really get a sense of the deeper meaning of things, and that is special. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.